talking about money and friendship. Another key thing. I was listening to the Darryl Freeman, who's a businessman. He was on EYL, the recent episode on Earn Your Leisure. And his company, he had a gentleman around his age. I would say this around 2006. So gentleman had to be like 50 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a gentleman working, and Darryl Freeman knew why the gentleman was working. He was like, yo, he has 2 kids. He wants to fund his kids' college. Darryl Freeman told the gentleman, he's like, yo, go home, sit down with your wife. Let me know how much it is to send your 2 kids off to college, right? So the gentleman came into work. He let Darryl Freeman know how much it was. You know what Darryl Freeman did? He cut him a check for that amount.
Really?
Cut him a check for that amount to send his kids off to college. And a big thing is Darryl Freeman talked about, I was like, yo, pay your people. You guys have the vision, right? But you can only go as far as your team. You understand what I'm saying? You can only go as far as your team. Money is a third party to any transaction. Money brings trust in a relationship. You understand? Stop. People aren't doing shit for free no more, bro. People are not doing shit for free. If they doing it for free, they gonna put they worst effort into it. The only people that's gonna do shit for free is an intern, bro, and they gonna try to learn from you. And them shit's not even free like that no more. So people need to know that the leader, the people with the vision, you don't make your company valuable. The people on your team make your company valuable. Pay your people. Take care of them in any way possible for them. If you don't have the money, let them understand that you don't have the funds and what's really going on, but pay them somehow, some way. Pay them, you can pay them whatever you want. And I feel like that's what people are afraid of, to pay people that they work with for their time and you know what I'm saying, and understand.
And perfect, as you said. And fuck it, I want to talk about Jeff Bezos too, and this goes perfectly into that. If you go look at anybody that, we all know Jeff Bezos to be the richest man in the world, maybe ever. You look at all the people he came up with, they're also billionaires. Why? Because he was not afraid to give them shares in the company. He wasn't saying, listen, Jeff Bezos could have had all this money by himself, right? Because he started the business by himself. He could have just made them salaried employees. But he said, no, I'm going to take care of you guys because I want you guys equally invested in what I'm doing, right? Because if you're invested in it, if you're intrinsically motivated by it, guess what? You're going to work better for me. You're going to work harder. You're going to take it personal, as opposed to when I go to work and I'm working at FedEx right now. I don't give a fuck about what really goes on at FedEx.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm there to get them hours. I'll go in the bathroom and sit down for an hour if I can, right? But if niggas told me, listen, Nick, depending on the amount of packages that truck is packed in, you are directly going to see a return on that, then no. I don't even want to take a bathroom break. I'm not even going to take a water break. I'm putting in work. And that's why you got to take care of your people.
Take care of your
That's
people.
Business 101, man.
And Jay-Z has a song called Friends where he's talking about all his friends he take care of. And I'm like, all right. He's big on talking about Tata. I think his name Tata.
Tata, that's his nigga. That's a gangster.
He's like, what do you say? Don't go people. He only 5'6", and then in the song Friends, he say, yo, if anything happened to me and Beyonce, Tata's gonna take care of our kids. And I'm like, I need to understand who the fuck Tata is. I look up Tata, and then there's an article that says that, yo, all the people that were stated in the song Friends that are Jay-Z friends. And I'm like, yo, think about it like this, bro. I love you, you love me, right? This is the same thing with LeBron too. Drake. Why these guys so great? Because the people around them are their friends. They brought their friends up. What did LeBron do with Jake Paul? He made Jake Paul. I think made him go.
Not Jake Paul.
Not Jake Paul.
I was about to say Chris Paul.
Damn, man.
That's one of those Pauls. It's okay. I know who you're talking about though.
Yeah, I think he sent them off to school. Like all LeBron all his closest friends that he has. He sent them off to school so LeBron could be better and they could be better. Yo, and when that top dog eat, they eating too. Why Drake even had a diss track? He's like, yo, bro, y'all motherfuckers have managers y'all barely knew. Y'all doing business with people y'all barely knew. I'm doing business with people I grew up with. Yeah, you understand
and
what I'm
not
saying?
only is when the big dog eats, those little dog eats, but guess what? If you realize what LeBron is doing right now and the fact that he essentially runs or is a big part of the biggest agency that's in the NBA right now, his stock is rising too because he invested in those little guys and let them understand, like, listen, you are part of the team.
Exactly.
You are not only am I going to raise your status, you are eventually going to raise my status. Exactly. You're going to bring me AD to give me chip number 4, 5, and 6. Like things like that. So invest in your people, invest in yourself first. Because just like in an airplane, what do they tell you when you go on the airplane? Put your fucking mask on first. Because if you can't breathe, you can't help nobody else. So help yourself first. And then when you're able to put that oxygen mask on, now go looking for oxygen masks for your other people so that they could go help other people and help you too in case your mask slipped the fuck off. And that's really what it is, bro.
That's what it is. Keep it simple like this. You had a steakhouse, bro. Who would you rather have a steakhouse with? Randoms you don't know but you could do business with, or your closest friends that you could do business with, and with the randoms? Mm-hmm. Who would you rather be at the table with?
Your friends.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have my friend right next to me than someone I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
That I could just do transactions with. You know me as, okay, I give you this and then I pay you and you do this for me, but I don't really know. And in a certain situation, it's hard because, you know, let's say taxes and lawyers, like you might have to outsource that shit. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the situation you're in. But other than that, bro, the person I went right here next to me and right here are the closest people I could laugh with. I don't want to make conversation weird.
1000%. And for people that might rebuttal at that and say like, oh, if I'm getting into a business, I don't really want to do it with my friends because my friends aren't business minded. I want to do it with business people. If you're a business person, your friends are going to be business minded. And if they not, then I can't see how y'all could really be friends like that.
Bro. Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed a trigger? Yeah. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?